Harajuku Bunny here. So today's video is going to be an unboxing and review video of the Crystal Star Proplica. I first wanted to say a huge thank you to RossFanR5 on Twitter for gifting this to me because I didn't really order this originally and I was really kind of sad about it, and then he offered me one that he had ordered and I was just like, oh my gosh, are you sure? So without him I would not have this, so I'm extremely grateful. So let's go ahead and open it. Okay, so here is the box and I'm going to open. Oh my gosh, he put it, he wrapped it in pink tissue paper, how cute. Dun, dun, dun. Packaged super nicely. Gotta get through all this tape. Alright, so here's the product box. This actually is an outer sleeve here, which features the Proplica image, which I do really like, as well as the Sailor Moon 20th Anniversary logo. Inside the box is totally pink, which reminds me of the Crystal Star powder compact that was previously released, that I also have. I'll be able to compare it to. I do really like all these really pretty little details, and then there's a little Toei sticker. But I just think it's very cute and very suitable for Sailor Moon to be packaged this way. So there's the box. Now we're ready to open it. Okay, here it goes. So first thing I see when I open this is there's a little booklet here, and after watching some other people's reviews, this is actually pretty important to read in order to know how to use this properly. So I'm going to take a quick glance at this before I try and show you guys anything else. Okay guys, so here's the compact fully out of all the packaging. It's incredibly beautiful. I love the way it looks. Even the underside here, I don't know if you guys can quite tell, but it has a pearlescent, sparkly shimmer to it, which I think is incredibly nice. This definitely doesn't really look like a toy to me compared to, say, the older versions. It looks a lot higher quality, even a heck of a lot more authentic, I think so. So in order for us to hear what this sounds like, I had to just run to the store to get batteries because silly me forgot that this thing requires batteries and that they don't come with it. So I just barely got batteries in this thing. So what you do need is to hit this little moon button on the back here to access the battery compartment, and then this switch is what controls on and off. So we'll go ahead and turn it on. As you can hear, the crystal inside will activate when it is on. So now we will get to see what this thing looks like on the inside. Now also what's really nice here is there's no obvious like lift or anything to open the locket, so you kind of just have to carefully grasp the top piece to lift it like so. So here is the inside of the locket, which is incredibly pretty. I really like the way the crystal looks. And even here on the mirror, you have the moon detailing. This is very synonymous with the 90s North American locket interior, but very much cleaned up and a lot nicer. So in order to hear the sounds, we will press the crystal. So blown away. Just after that little bit right there, that's the first sound. There are 2 modes to this, so I believe there are 4 different sounds in total. But just hearing the sound quality and watching the crystal change color, like, my inner child just like freaked the heck out because the the original 90s locket that I have, this sound is so incredibly muffled and sad sounding regardless of how fresh the batteries are. Alright, so for the second sound of this mode, let's see. So that's really cool because that's like Sailor Moon's little time when she does her speech. Also that I like the fact that this has multiple sounds, not just like from the transformation sequence, which I think is pretty cool. And to change the modes, what you do is open the battery compartment and press this little square button here. When the crystal flashes blue, I believe that's mode B, and when it flashes red, that's mode A, or I could have it confused. But either way, when the crystal changes color, when you press the button, it switches to the different mode. So with the second mode here, I will go ahead and play the sounds for you guys. So it's the short press one, and then if you hold it down, so I think that the sounds with these, it's amazing quality, especially because the crystal also, you know, changes color and flashes, and it's so freaking cool. It makes me feel like I'm literally doing a transformation sequence, which is awesome. So this is great for if you want to role play or have some fun. This is also really cool for cosplay. I think this is the perfect size and perfect to use, and I do plan on using it for my Sailor Moon cosplay coming up, because I'll be doing our season version this year at Fanime and Anime Expo, so I very much look forward to being able to use this for my cosplay. So other than that, there is a really cool feature that I am kind of afraid to try, so I think I will try it off camera first to make sure I don't like totally ruin this. But there is a feature that you can remove this top part of the locket from the bottom piece. And I've heard a lot of horror stories about people afraid that they were gonna break it, and knowing me and my clumsiness, I am actually really afraid I could break this. But I'm going to give it a try. So as scary as it was, I did manage to get them apart correctly. So what I actually recommend is if you want to do this is when you go to grab the compact, grab it down here. Do not try and pull like from the top. Hold it down by where they connect kind of, and then you can get them apart. And then there is a piece back here underneath the battery lid that fills in this gap here in the top that just sort of snaps into place. There we go, much better. Okay, so this is what the compact part looks like with the crystal as a separate piece, and then the top. So you could easily, if you wanted to cosplay, only use this top piece as well. This is also really cool if you wanted to use it for a little skit or video or something like that, doing the transformation sequence, which I think is really cool that they surprised us with this, because this was not really originally announced with this Proplica. So I think this is a really cool feature. Will I use it often? Probably not, but it's cool enough to maybe use once or twice. Yeah, so I think it's pretty cool, and it also still makes this outside look fairly seamless. I mean, it's really not going to be noticeable from far away unless you're like right up at looking at it. Also with this piece as well. I do like that there's not really that much of an obvious connection between the two pieces. So now I'm going to do a little comparison between the Miracle Romance face powder compact and the Crystal Star Proplica to give you guys an idea of size-wise as well as aesthetics. So in this hand is the makeup compact version, and in this hand is the Proplica. As you can see, the colors are pretty similar. I'm gonna try and zoom in here really quick. There we go. So the colors are pretty similar. Obviously, the Proplica is larger. I even thought this was a really good size for cosplay, but I think this is like the absolute perfection, of course, because with lights and sound and everything. But if you look, the styles are pretty similar, except for the center part with the moon and the pink gem. Otherwise, the surrounding Sailor Senshi gems look fairly similar to me. Also, I believe that they're almost even the same paint colors. But the only difference with the back part as well is that this is a solid lighter pink plastic, whereas this one is pearlescent and sparkly, and yeah. So I think that these are kind of similar items. Now, if you only could get one, I do suggest the Proplica because it is cheaper and it does all the cool sounds and lights and everything. Whereas the makeup compact, unless you're going to use the powder or you just really want this for like collection purposes, it's kind of unnecessary. I ordered this one just because I didn't know that they were coming out with this one, you know, a couple years later. But it's really cool to have both because this one I can keep hidden away in my collection. Alright, so I also wanted to do a quick little comparison of the 90s North American locket that came out, as well as the Crystal Star Proplica, because for some reason this locket, they chose to use the inside of the R season. So I just wanted to show you guys a little comparison of the aesthetics as well as the sound quality. Do you hear how bad that is? It's like absolutely terrible. And then if you hear the second sound, it's even worse. Like, I think part of it is my speakers slightly ruined, but I know a lot of other people who have this, like, it sounds a lot more muffled too. And these batteries aren't even that old. And then the inside of the Crystal Star Proplica, similar aesthetics, except they purposely made the crystal pink here, whereas this is more of an iridescent crystal-like crystal, and as well as the sound quality being 1,000 times better. I mean, there's no comparison really. So yes, as well as the gold paint is kind of a similar idea here. And then even here, sorry about that. I don't know if you can quite tell on this one, but it does have the little embossed moon and star shapes around the edge as well. And this one has a mirror, whereas this one had a Sailor Moon sticker that I took off because it was peeling and I didn't want it there. So I actually have thought about putting a mirror in this one before, I just haven't gotten around to it. But as you can tell here, kind of a similar idea, but obviously this one just, it wins it all. So I think that this is an awesome Sailor Moon thing to have in your collection if you do love the Crystal Star locket, or if you just love the lockets in general. This is great for cosplay, great for, you know, keeping super nice in the box or displaying on a shelf or something like that. It's also great if you want to have fun pretending to transform and fight, you know, the Dark Kingdom. Or no, my bad, the Black Moon. But yeah, so I think this would be just, this is so awesome, and considering that it was pretty decently priced compared to some of the other like toy-like things that they've been coming out with in recent times, I think it's definitely worth getting if you are interested in having one. So I hopefully this video was informative and entertaining, and yeah, hopefully this made you want to go get one if you don't have one already, or if you are waiting to get yours, hopefully this made you more excited. I know I've loved watching other people's review videos and unboxing of these. It just makes me so excited. So yeah, my next Sailor Moon video, I have no idea when that's going to be because the thing I just pre-ordered is not coming out till September. So I don't know if I'll have Sailor Moon related stuff up soon. Otherwise, my next video is going to be a convention vlog about Fanime, which is coming up in a couple weeks. I'm finally getting to go. So I'm super excited about that. And if you're going to Fanime and you see me, feel free to say hi. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!